this one, actually Mexico was one of the only countries that was producing vanilla like 100 years ago, because they have the natural pollinators in Mexico. But then somebody took it to Europe, to the Bourbon market, because they wanted to produce the vanilla over there, and they brought the pollinators too. But nobody knew how to pollinate the orchid. Even they brought the wasp and the bee, they weren't aware how to pollinate it. Until one day, there was a young slave that was playing with the flower, and he accidentally pollinated the flower. And then, since that time, the guy who brought the plants, he want to get all the credit. But in that time, they abolished the slavery, and then the young slave guy, he got all the credits. So that's the good things. And then, since that time, the vanilla was dispersed around the world. This species was dispersed around the world. And now, there is many countries that are in Africa and the tropic are producing vanilla, not only Mexico now, so many countries. Actually, Mexico is one of the few the countries that produce less vanilla now. But it's the only country that has the natural pollinators. This plant, this orchid grows in the trees, really tall. And the flower, many insects are going to try to pollinate the flower, and maybe they're going to pollinate just one flower, about 200 flowers. And with that little vine has like 500 seeds inside. It's going to open it up, it's going to get spread in the forest. It doesn't need to invest more and more vines. So what we do here, we pollinate the flower by hand. We just get the pollen and the calyx like that, and we pollinate the flower by hand. And then we make it produce 100 little vines. Then we cook it, and then we prepare the vanilla, and we have our own vanilla. But most of the vanilla comes from this orchid, which is native from the tropic. There is like 32 different species, but this is one of the most famous one. Yes. I think it's Vanilla paviflora is the scientific name of this one. Yeah. So we want to go in this way. We want to go through the cacao field.
Were any of these structures here when they bought the farm, or have they?
No, all these have been made recently. Actually, this is a shelter for owls. Owls, sometime during the day, there will be like 2 or 3 of them sleeping in this area. And also remember the glass frog that we saw last night? This is a wonderful habitat for glass frog.
They're nocturnal, aren't they? They don't come out during the day.
No, just nocturnal. During the days, it won't be possible to see. Do you know? Have you seen this beautiful vine before? The square stem like that.
That's squirrel.
And this is the leaves. It produces like a little red berries. So what we do, this is the cacao field where we are right now. This is the cocoa field. So what we do, so we pull it out the roots, like 50% has long roots. Then we cook it, and then we mix it up with honey, and then we put carbonate water, and then we make the sarsaparilla drink. This is sarsaparilla.
Oh my goodness.
This is a wonderful medicine for anemia. And also, like in local medicines, what my mother used to do is put the roots in the beans, and then eat the beans, and we get all the iron from the beans. Increase the amount of iron in the beans for the anemia. It's a wonderful medicine for anemia. So we do the real root beer over here in the restaurant, if you ever want to try it, because we do all the extraction in the roots. We add a little bit of honey and then carbonate water, and we make the real root beer from this plant.
Yes. That's interesting. The root beer really comes from roots.
Is that native?
You have it in some part of the state.
Yeah.
Listen up.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the poison of dart frog, the blue jay dart frog. That one is making.
How many acres is the farm?
The farm is 220 acres.
And do you have all this information on a website?
I don't think so. If we do, but mostly about the hotel. We have the information about the hotel.
Okay.
But about the farm, what we do, we put in like a newsletters very often, and then some information newsletter.
About
50 acres is like pasture land in the balance.
Yeah, but mostly it's forest. Mostly it's forest. Yes.
Ishmael,
Yes, sir.
so do you consider this forest or field?
This is if you see the cacao need a lot of shade. So apparently the cacao grows in the understory of the forest and need a lot of shade. That's why we have a lot of big trees and look like a part of the forest in this area. And you can see the fruits over here. This is the cacao. And that reproduction is called cauliflora. Cauliflora is the fruit sprout out of the trunk.
And what would we know this fruit as? I mean,
Cocoa, where the chocolates come from.
The beans that we
Yeah, do you remember the chocolate, the red chocolate that we ate, come from these beans. Yeah.
So there are all different
that
kinds
pod
of
is
beans.
loaded with beans.
There is their new cultivar species.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there is one which is called a criollo. I think we have more criollo than another one.
Okay.
That's the one that they apparently have the best quality, the best flavor. This cocoa field was before they bought the farm. We can say this about 20 years old and more than that. So what we do, we prune it. We apply a lot of biodynamic preparation, like a horsetail, the plant, the European plant, fermented. After 1 month, we ferment it, we spray, and also silica, like a grinded coarse. We spray like twice a month to kill the fungi, because there is a fungi which is called Monilia that destroy like 80% of the crops in this country. That's why not much people like to plant cacao, because once when you're gonna sell on the market, they're gonna pay you like a $3 per kilograms, which is 2 pounds. And also you need a lot of work. Because we keep a really good balance. We don't use chemical, we don't use pesticide, and we get like a 90% of good cacao, and 10% of the Monilia, which is the disease that affect the cacao pods. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get like a more, you will see a lot of sarsaparilla, and this is family with the sarsaparilla. See those roots? This is called a Chinese root, but it's not from China. It's native from the tropic. It's a family with the sarsaparilla. And this one, this one, see the red color, has a lot of antioxidants.
I'm ready, let's partner.
It means it's really good for your blood. Purify the blood, and also people when they're trying to have a baby, this purify their blood, and they can become more fertile, and they can have baby. And also for kidney stones, cuculmeca is the name of this one. Cuculmeca is like a very common natural remedy that all people use to purify blood and all of that. Really good for kidney stones. You make a tea from the root, you dry it on the sunlight. I mean, you chop the root, you dry it on the sunlight, and then you make a tea. Yes, really
Do you all sell things like this on the?
No, we don't sell this one. We recollect it and we use it as a medicine if somebody needs it. Yeah. So what we do, we teach mostly about what we have here.
Your own use.
Yes, how we teach about all the medicinal plants that we have here. Cuculmeca is the name of this. It's in the same family of the sarsaparilla, the Smilax. They're in the genus of Smilax.
Which is the same as greenbrier.
Yeah, we have a Smilax in the States.
See, this is this family is called Esterculias. Esterculias are very characteristic because they produce the fruits all the way from the base of the trunk, all the way up to the branches. We have one species which is endemic from Costa Rica that we call a monkey cacao, cacao de mono. The species endemic from this country. When I say endemic, that we have it just in this country. But when the tree produces like the small cocos, the rodents are gonna come and eat it. So there is no way how the species can get reproduced, because they eat the fruit when it's really new. And it's in the same family with this. This looks like a calabacillo mixed with criollo, which is one of the most, they have the best flavor. So I'm gonna go and pick it up one in a little bit that we wanna taste it, because you already taste the fermented one and roasted one. And we apply a lot of biodynamic preparations in this to have a really good quality of cacao. Sometimes we have to deal with the squirrels because the squirrels like to eat cacao. So cacao has a lot of theobromines that release endorphins in your body. Has like a 300 alkaloids. The word has like a caffeine, like a stimulant in your body. Cacao is cacao, theobroma cacao. That means the drinks of the gods, which is a really sacred drink for the indigenous people. But people have been making mistake that caca. Don't believe that one, okay, please. It's cacao. Cacao. That's the real name of the cacao. Indigenous people have been using this about 2,600 years ago. Imagine, have been using this drink like a sacred drink after the sacrifice and all of that. And now, because of the weather changes, So one of the countries that this is cacao is native from Mesoamerica and part of South America. That's why when somebody from Indonesia or somebody from Asia, from Ghana, or from a country from Africa, they know how to produce the cacao, but they don't know the traditional way how to use the cacao. Because in my house, my mother used to roast cacao, mix it up with corn, and then she will make a drink every afternoon, and that's part of our culture to drink cacao in the afternoon.
With corn.
With corn, mix it up with corn. And also they make bread made of cacao, they make cake. They cook it every afternoon because it's a wonderful medicine for you. But people doesn't know much how fermented in other countries because they just want to sell it. They don't know the traditional way, but we know all the traditional way how to use the cacao because it's a heritage from thousands of years ago. The indigenous people gave us how to use the cacao, you know. And I'm the one that is doing all the fermentation of this. I'm learning a lot, like Steven was saying, I'm learning a lot. So I'm doing 8 days of fermentation, and I put all the seed in the books and the box made of wood. I put banana leaf, and you're gonna get really, really hot, about 50 degrees. It's about 100 Fahrenheit. Has a lot of sugar outside, and all the sugar is gonna give like some type of bacteria that's gonna eat all the sugar, and then I put it in the sunlight. It's gonna release like some vinegar, like some type of acids, and with the sunlight, those ones are gonna go away, and also the alcohols, and then I'm gonna come and roast it for 30 minutes. Moving over here, and then peel it, and that's the chocolate that you ate. If you grind those little seeds, you can get the oil, and you're gonna get the paste, which is you can add vanilla, milk, and make the candy bars from that part. But you need to grind it. It has a lot of oil. Once when you grind it, you get the paste. So what they do in Central America, they make the little balls like this of chocolate, and they sell it on the market. And then you buy the little ball of chocolate. You buy the little ball of chocolate. You cut a little piece, dilute it with milk or with water, and you have your drink every day. So that's part of the. You can prepare food. From the butter, you can put it in your skin to protect from the sunlight, like a sunblocks, and also you can put it to as a repellent against the mosquitoes. You can use the chocolate in different way, because in Africa and also are one of the countries that produce more cacao. Was introduced there because they don't have the monilla, the disease that we have here in the tropics. They are having a lot of problem because the temperatures and the weather are changing a lot. They are having a lot of attack of insects that are coming for high elevation and also coming for low elevations. So it seems like the cacao is going to return to Latin America again. And cacao, there will be a lack of cacao in 20 years apparently, because Africa is the country that produces more cacao, but they're not producing enough cacao. They're not going to produce enough cacao for all those diseases, and the cacao is going to return to this place. If you produce it in the organic way and the really sustainable way, you can produce a lot of cacao. So I want to go and look for one that we can eat it, okay? That's a termite nest.
It's not?
Let me check some one. I think we have the food right here, friends.
Could be in here.
Let me see. Right here. Yeah, here we go.
Is that ant or termite?
These are termites.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a termite.
See,
Oh my goodness.
whenever you see the monkeys moving in the forest and they find a termite nest, they will break and they're going to start to eat termite like a crazy. And termite, they have a lot of formic acid. If you get a bunch of termite and you spread them in your body, you're going to keep the mosquitoes away because they produce a lot of smells.
What a trade-off.
But
I'm just not sure about this one.
But do you have a wooden brain?
there is a really curious people that want to know why the termite, they digest really well the wood. They just chew wood, and they degrade a lot of organic matter in the soil. They wanted to study what type of bacteria the termite has in their stomach. And this guy who was studying the termite, he found out there is 300 beneficial bacteria. After you eat them, they want to work as a probiotic in your stomach. So if you want to have a lot of probiotic in your stomach, I encourage you to eat some of the termite. Turn into yellow color like this. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna open this one and then we're gonna eat it. This is gonna be like a candy.
Oh. looks like a squash. Oh my goodness. What is this?
This is chocolate, cacao. So what I want you grab some seeds and then chew it. I mean, then suck the seed and then throw them away if you want.
White chocolate.
You throw the seed away? Get back here. You get your hand in there. That's pretty cool.
I gotta get.
What do you think?
Don't eat the seed.
That's all right. You can eat the seeds if you want to. That's all right.
bitter?
A little bit better, but that's all right.
Wow, that's sweet
Come in
stuff.
here.
Indigenous people used to do, all the family used to chew the seeds. So when you chew the seed, you put bacteria in it. They will throw it away. They leave it for a couple of days inside to the house. They get it out in the sunlight. So that's how they ferment it. But we have so many that, I mean, imagine we have to bring 100 people chewing seeds to put bacteria in it.
Yeah, this almost has a fruity taste.
It does. It has a really interesting taste. So what we do, we grab all this, we open up the pots, and we grab all the seed, we put it in the box made of wood, and they're gonna put banana leaf in the top, and I will leave it there for 8 days. So during those 8 days, I want to change it from one box to another one, to all of it get really good fermented. It's gonna get in about 100 Fahrenheit of temperature, because all the sugar is gonna produce a different type of bacteria. And those bacteria is gonna eat all the sugar. It's gonna create like an anaerobic reaction without oxygen, and then I will put it in the sunlight. Once the seed is gonna turn like in this color, and then I put it in the sunlight, because it releases like some type of acids, and you have to get rid of those acids. I will leave it in the sunlight for 10 days. You shouldn't put it in the concrete or put it in metal, because you will overheat the seeds. Just put it like in board and leave it there for 10 days. When it's completely dry, just bring it and then roast it, and then grind it. And then roast and then peel it, and then you grind it and you make the chocolate.
Almost it smells
Yeah.
pineapple-ish.
Yeah.
See, the chocolate in the middle is purple. Once when you get into the site to the forest, you will see a lot of biodiversity. Once when you do monocultures, that's when you create a huge disbalance in your crops. That's why we don't plant. That's why we don't plant a bunch of coffee. Well, that's why we don't plant rice, because all of those are monocultures. Even when we plant our turmeric, our ginger, we will do it in the wonderful, sustainable way where we're going to plant yucca or another crops with, instead of just plant monoculture. And then you will see, for example, taro roots, some plants, some decoration plants, some ornamental plants. And then we have jacon over there, which is a root. We make salad from the root of that plant. And also you can use that plant as a natural sweetener. You put it in the sunlight, you get a lot of bricks, which are a lot of sugar. And then you add it to your smoothie. Instead of use sugar, you can use the root of that plant, which is called a jacon. Especially the people that has diabetes, and a wonderful way, sweetener that you can use that one right there. Taro root, we make chips with coconut oil, this one. Taro root is a very popular crop. A lot of people plant taro root for selling. You're gonna get rid of all the heavy metals in your body. I encourage you to come out and pick it up one of these leaves and eat it.
And what is this for? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
To kill heavy metals in your body, like mercury and all of those. This is the agroecological garden. So the agroecological garden is the garden that you use some plant to prevent this plant get disease. So some of the plants are like a wall to protect some of the plant, all the crops. It's like a compaction farming. So we have plantain. You must know plantain. So fried plantains in the morning. It's really good with gallo pinto and eggs. And plantain are not native from here. They were introduced many years ago. They're native from Asia. As well, banana. Bananas and pineapple are the two crops that has more pesticides and chemicals in this country, so you gotta be careful.
Bananas and what?
And pineapples. Yeah. That much. Just a tiny little bit.
It prevents from malaria.
See everyone face.
That's pretty nasty.
They don't trust you anymore.
Do you know what it does? It kills the protozoa of the malaria, and also it kills amoebas and produce more biles in your liver. So your liver is with a big smile right now.
That little tiny bite?
The interesting part about this plant it grows in the rainforest, like a small plant like this. This is called Quassia amara. Why it got the name of Quassia amara? There was a slave in Venezuela, close from the islands of Venezuela, that he was treating the slave people with a leaf of this plant to prevent the malaria. But 100 years ago, the malaria was really bad. So the owner of the slave were dying. And they knew the Quassia was a healer and was healing the people against the malaria. Just the owner of the slave were dying. And then they came to Quassia. In Quassia, to keep his honor, he didn't reveal the secret, and they killed him. So that's why the plant got the name Quassia amara. You can move over here to the shade if you want. You don't. It got the name.
And that is the flower.
That's the flower, which is pollinated by hummingbirds, and it doesn't produce the flowers in the forest. So to produce the flower in the forest, a big tree has to fall, and the sunlight coming to produce the flower. But this is a good thing because we knowing about the production of the tree, because nobody knows about sustainable harvesting. This plant has one of the main ingredients for the Angostura bitter. Have you heard about those one? That they make cocktail in Europe, Angostura bitters. This has the one of the main ingredients. So continuing with Quassia. Quassia didn't reveal his secret, and they kill him. So the plant got his name Quassia. Amara is amargo, like a bitter. So he was treating malaria like 100 years ago with the plant, and also it's a home remedy. Every person have this tree in the house. If you have like a really high temperatures, fever, you can make a tea from the leaf and drink it. It will help you a lot. If you have parasite, has 2 alkaloids in the wood, they kills parasites and amoeba. In the United States, and also in some countries in Central America, they have been using like a biopesticide to kill insects. It kills like 150 different insects. Also, you can make a tea or leave this little stick in the water, because the stick has the alkaloids, leave it in water, and then wash your head and kill all the head lice. Or wash your dog and kill all the fleas. And spray your house and kill all the insects. No chemicals, no side effects, nothing runs in that plant. So, but the species is almost gone in the forest. You don't find that anymore because there is a lot of business. There is a lot of exportation to this plant to Europe and United States, because they use it for bitters. Before people.
Little bottle like that in the liquor cabinet, and I have absolutely no idea why I have it or what I would do with it.
Yeah. So usually people they are added to cocktails.
Yes.
In Europe.
Martinis.
And also before they're gonna have a big meal, they're gonna drink a little bit to have the liver, they have a better digestion. Yeah, that's what they do in Europe. So, but where they get the wood or the plant, they get it from the rainforest. So there is no sustainable harvest. What we're trying to do is when they don't have more plant to buy in the tropic and the forest, we will say, okay, we wanna work with some farmers, and we wanna teach these farmers how to produce this plant. Then instead of chop all the plant, they just cut one little stick, and the plant is gonna continue living, and it's gonna produce more stick, and we wanna have a sustainable harvesting. Because how many millions of humans we are in this world? Imagine all of them taking Angostura bitter, so they want to wipe up all the species that we have in the forest. So first of all, we have to teach the people how to do sustainable harvesting before they use one product. That's the main idea.
Are all of these plants, did you plant them, or are
This one,
volunteer?
those one grows in the forest, but most of these plants right here were planted. Of course, if we see a medicinal plant that grows in the middle of this garden, we'll let it grow, and we can talk about that ones too.
You said that part of this was to teach people about their food and their connection to food. So does everybody get a tour, or how do you make sure everybody learns this when they're here?
So it's included in your stay. So when whoever wants to stay here, we include this tour, like them. They are our guests, and they are in the tour right now.
Okay.
That's what we do. So continue with this plant. This plant, if you eat it every day, this is a part of the crop of the indigenous people. It's called chicasquil or chaya mansa. You can eat it as a salad every day. It will prevent you from bone disease.
What is it called again?
Chaya mansa. From which disease? Bone disease, like electroporosis, because it has a lot of calcium. And also, And also when ladies are breastfeeding, it's going to increase the production of milk, and they're going to get all the calcium they need from this plant. This plant has 10 times more vitamin C than spinach, than regular spinach, and 4 times more calcium than regular spinach. This one right
For a
here.
salad. This is
For the
Is
salad.
this what they used last
Last
night
night?
in the dinner?
Yes.
The spinach tree?
Yeah.
Oh.
You already ate it.
I wish we ate.
Uh-huh.
I wish I would have
Yeah.
eaten more.
That was called the spinach tree.
Yeah, in Costa Rica we mix it up with potato and meat, and we call it chicasquil. This is pineapple right here. So the good thing that you will see how pineapples grows. Pineapple is a flower. You can see the little
Here's
flower right in
millipede
the middle.
skeleton.
Watch out because it's spiky. But you can see it's a little flower that turns into a fruit, which is a wonderful antioxidant.
Larger.
So you can see how the pineapples grows over here. And then you can pick it up some of this leaf. This is one type of basil. It's native from India. And Indian food, they add it every morning in their breakfast because this is going to prevent them
got some
against to illness during the day. You can, I encourage you to eat one of these leaves.
Wonderful. Is that cayenne?
Yes. Have you tried those one?
Oh, I know cayenne. I grow it.
You really tough, huh?
Yeah, I love it.
Now, after the fruit is produced, do they produce more than one fruit?
Another one. So usually pineapples, they put hormones to make them produce fast. They put like another type of hormones to increase the bricks and sugar and all of that. But this is organic. This is natural. This is more natural. We follow all the natural.
So once
in everything we planted in the circle for energy. This guy has a lot of cyanide. It's like this size of big. Is that they last like 1 year. Remember we saw it in the forest yesterday. But the good thing, they last like 1 year, and then they have a lot of calcium. And this and the how do you call it? The caparate or how do you call it? Yeah, I mean, and the shell. And the shell, yeah, they are like this big. They recollect a lot of organic matter.
Okay.
And then the exoskeleton has a lot of calcium. And it's beautiful, but it's really toxic. Nothing eat them. No, even armadillos eat them. But it's good for them because they put in more calcium to the soil. Yeah. Papayas. And we have some type of passion fruits over here. They're not producing right now, but we have passion fruits. And this is one type of squash right here that we call it chayote. I think in English it's called a vegetable peach. It has it's a really good source of amino acids. And this is our beautiful greenhouse.
What's drying? There on the
Black beans.
black beans.
I don't know what it is. You can come ahead, everyone.
Is that the ginger?
No, this is one of the most medicinal plants in the world. No, this is turmeric.
Oh, turmeric.
You can try some.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what they use in. Can you just bite it with this coating on the outside too?
You just peel it a little bit and then eat it.
It almost tastes like a
And
carrot.
they're gonna make you taste orange, but that's alright.
Orange fingers, orange teeth, orange everything.
So this,
Well, it's like, isn't this what they use in the Indian spice? The what
the curry.
Yeah.
Oh, curry.
So this is what we produce on the farm. That's our one, the crops that we produce. Turmeric is a preventive for Alzheimer, a preventive for arteriosclerosis, preventive for cancer, preventive for arthritis. So and also produce more biles in your liver. So this is a wonderful medicine. We need, like Steven said, at least 4 grams every day. And the skin is in a wonderful, like in, who's that? That one you can put it in the skin. It's in a wonderful, it's antiseptic and also antiseptic.
For burns?
For burns, you can add it to your meals all the time. This is a wonderful medicine. Turmeric and ginger, that's what we produce. This is called a galanga. This is another one that we produce, but this is for Thai food. You can smell it. That's really spicy. Don't try that one. And this is called pichichillo. Pichichillo is a wild plant that is like a weed that grows everywhere. And we cut it, we boil it, and we nail the stem for clear the sinuses. This one. And this one is called Sacha Inchi. Have you ever heard about Sacha Inchi? It's called the peanuts of the Incas. So, if you make, this is galanga. Galanga.
So those are ground?
Uh,
Underground?
no, this is like a little vine, look like star fruits.
Yeah, no, these grown underground?
No, it's on the little vine.
That's the
Yeah, this is when it's green.
unripened. These are the ripe.
This is the little bean, the little nuts. You roast it, and then tastes like a peanut. Actually, has a lot of oil. We make the oil, and you need to take like a 3 millimeters every day if you have high cholesterol. And this is gonna help you to reduce the high cholesterol. It's called a Sacha Inchi. It has omega-3, omega-6, and omega-9.
Oh, yes, I see.
Oh yeah, yellow legs.
Where?
The dead tree in the forest.
Oh,
Near the top on the right-hand side.
oh my gosh.
What is it? White? No, white.
No, it's not a white hack. This is actually, let me see. I will show you in the book which one is.
It's got 2 bars on the tail.
Do you see it?
It's really big.
It's crazy. It's the single tree all the way in back. And it's the,
Look like a gray hack, but it's look like a broad-billed hack.
right below the top of the tree. Oh, nice. It's way in there. The single tree is way in there.
Broad wings hack,
Okay, he just flew.
Broadwing?
This one?
like a
Yeah, Broadwing.
broad wing hack. Yeah. Look like this one, that's like a bicolor hack.
Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, very much. It was all gray in the front.
And 2 bars in the tail.
Yeah, what's it called?
Bicolor hack.
Bicolor.
Bicolor. Oh, okay.
Galanga, and this is, find out about this one, guys, because this is one of the best oil for human beings. This is the one of the #1 oil for human beings. You can, especially for the people that doesn't like to eat fish, you can get all the omega-3 that you need from these seeds. This is called Sacha Inchi, which is becoming very popular because they are discovering all the healing properties of this, and this is native from the tropics.
Right.
Sacha Inchi, pichichillo, turmeric, and galanga. Sweet potatoes, and chayote, which is one type of squash, which is a wonderful size of amino acids.
I've heard of galanga just recently, and I'm not for certain that they make it into a powder.
They make it, yeah. They make like products for people that is a little bit depressed, and this is gonna increase the production of pheromones in their body, and then you're gonna,
compost too.
and then you're gonna develop new smells in your body, and that's gonna make you feel more confident and something like that. That's called the peanuts of the Maya. This is a wonderful high omega-3, omega-6, and omega-9, all the omegas. And this is our beautiful greenhouse. And here's sugar cane for the people that want some sugar cane. Gracias, Harold. Anyone wants one more sugar? Try some sugar cane.
Who must be the last one?
You just break
I'll
it
try
off.
some. Just
Yeah, just break it.
the turmeric. So
Somebody's got hold of the other end of it.
More sugar cane.
Sure, I'll
enough
try.
for everybody.
Just a short piece if you can.
Yeah, I will cut you out.
That's a leather.
You can grab this one.
All you Texans recognize that bird calling?
Do you have it in Texas?
The kiskadee we have.
Yeah. Wow.
I think we can.
And salted.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I don't know.
Just chew it. Don't. Just suck the sugar. Don't.
That's not very much.
Well, that's okay.
You could stick this
It gives us a-
in.
Don't eat. Don't swallow it. Swallow it. Okay.
When you
It is a little wood.
Here you go. If anyone wants a little bit more.
can you
Yes.
just like, put this in tea and let it absorb?
Eh.
Hot water will take the sugar out.
I'm not sure. I haven't tried. So what we do, we make honey or we make sugar of this.
Okay.
But you have to boil it for a really long time.
Until it gets soft and then you dry it.
Yeah.
Just can you talk about the guests that come and do the tours? Like our group, we came for a mix of things, and we're getting a lot about the food. Kind of on accident in a way. How does the mix? People come for the food tour, come for the wildlife tour, get
Yeah.
your way around. Do you kind of mix those two on purpose?
So
or
no,
just
we
respond to
usually, when
requests?
we do the farm tour, we talk all about all the general that we have on the farm. But there is some people that come for a specific tour. For example, comes people just for the medicinal tour, where we have the 300 medicinal plants. People that is involved with homeopathic medicine, with the herbal medicine and like that. So those people will be more interested in that tour. And also when you take the people to the forest, and those people will get really excited when you show them the medicinal plants in the forest, and we tell them which plants we use like this. And also people they come mostly for the food, like you already said. People for hiking, people that like to hike a lot in the forest and see more wildlife in the forest. And also people that like bird watching, and they want to come just because we have around 220 species of birds. I will take them in the very morning for the first hike, and then in the very afternoon. So they want to be doing like several tours during the day to see, because they have their note how many species they have been seeing during their trip. And also we are organizing another tour where we're going to do Luna Nueva. We're going to do Poco Sol, which is a translation for about 1,000 meters. We will do El Valle de los Quexales, which is really close from San Ramon, and Caño Negro. 4 destinations for people that wanted to do bird watching during 4 days. So
are you able to get the bird watchers to spend time kind of tour?
Yeah, so we will give them accommodations, and we're gonna have transportation to those places. Go for 1 day and come back to the place in the same day.
But do you get them taking the farm tour?
Yes, because this is part of the teaching that we have.
Okay, so even the birders.
Even the birders, yeah, because this is that we are focusing more how to teach the people where the sustainable agriculture, the biodynamic agriculture, and the organic agriculture. So we want to share all of that with everyone, because people need to be more aware what the people is eating, what the people is feeding their families, and all of that. So that's one of the main ideas. At the same time, teach about forests. We do night hikes for the people that want to see the wild during the night, like you guys saw last night, bird watching or just walking in the forest. And sometimes monkeys appear, sometimes the forest is really active and we got a more chance to see more things. But it's different people, you know, and that's the idea, to be prepared to attend any type of suggestion, any type of desires that people want.
Do you see a difference, or do you mark a difference between Costa Ricans and other Latin Americans versus Americans and North Americans?
I think we need to promote it more in the local market too.
But are their tastes different? Like, do they like to do different things?
They do. Like we have had like, especially the people that live in the cities, when they come here, they like it a lot. They like it a lot because there's new thing for them. They never know about this, how we use this, and all of that. They like it, but I think that we need to promote that. I think that the only local groups that we have here is the group from university and high schools. So sometimes some people that study in tourism, they come and do the tour, or the agronomous university like Earth University, Cat University. There is some university that come straight from the United States just to see the garden, the medicinal garden. Some university that come to see just the farm. So we have different people coming on. By the way, how to promote it will be interesting to promote it more to Latin America, that people can learn more about this system.
Poke salad. You use poke salad?
Which one is it?
Poke salad, right?
Then that bed? No, that bed is cilantro. No, that one is called jaboncillo.
Looks like poke salad that grows in the States.
It produces a little vine with a bunch of little seeds, and those seeds has a lot of saponins, which is pretty much the same compound of the soap, and people have been using for wash clothes. So we're gonna go to the compost. You gotta see the compost. And this is a Brazilian spinach. Right here, it grows like a weed everywhere. And this plant is called a katuk. You can eat the leaf and put it in the salad every morning. It's a really good source of protein, pretty much like a chaya mansa. Thank you very much. This is oregano. You must know oregano.
Yeah. Wow, it doesn't look like the oregano I know.
I think that this is a different variety. Yeah. So you can make a tea of oregano and lemongrass and ginger. and you can get rid of the cold in one day.
Really?
You drink it all?
With the protein in it?
Katuk.
No, you're good.
Katuk.
It's got a nutty taste.
It's really tasty. Don't touch this one right here. This is one type of nettle, but this one is really poisonous. Has a lot of formic acid in those needles, and inject the formic acid. We use it because we use the leaf for the biodynamic preps, biodynamic preparations, because it has a lot of oil. It will get fermented really fast. And also we make a tea. We put it to the milk to make like a vegetarian cheese from this instead of using enzymes. Yeah. Nettles are, you have a Urtica dioica, which is a wonderful anti-inflammatory. And the ones that we have, the different, we have like 8 different species. There's that species with purple flowers over there too, right there. The new leaf, you can eat the new leaf as a salad if you are in the forest. And also, you can use the different one, not as bad like this one. You can urticate your part of your body. It's a wonderful anti-inflammatory.
What is this fruit right here? Excuse me. Say that orange.
That's called a naranjilla. Let me bring it.
Looks like a tomato.
Look. Same family of the tomato.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Same family of the tomato.
Naranjillo means a small orange.
The small orange. With the different, this one is really sour. See all the bunch of seeds? So we make like a drink.
Oh.
Has a lot of juice. We make a drink, but it's really, really sour. We make a sour drink of this. Yeah, it's really good for your digestion.
That might make a good whiskey sour then.
Yeah, some people make cocktail with this.
Does it smell like orange?
No.
It smells like a tomato.
It smells like, it's like a really, I don't know how
It smells like a tomato. It has a kind of a black.
But the interesting thing about this is that it's refreshing for your stomach and has a lot of calcium too. It's a really good content of calcium. Naranjilla. Yes, sir.
You mentioned hunting is people hunt for some meat. But is there legalized hunting?
No.
Nowhere?
No, I think we have one species, but it's one type of dove. It's the only thing that is allowed to hunt. Because goats and pacas that I have seen coming out of the forest to eat the cassava, those ones are endangered. And they play a wonderful role in the forest. Pacas and goats. This type of rodents eat a fruit of the tree. And then they will eat 2 fruits and they will go and bury 2 more or 3 more, thinking about the scary food in the future. For whatever reason, they forget where they buried those seeds, and then when they come back to the city, it's going to be a small tree. So they plant seeds in the forest. And we, farmers have been killing them, hunters have been killing them. We create a really bad disbalance in the forest. The wild turkeys, it's a big soup that you can make on one of those. Imagine. For Thanksgiving.
Birds. You know how birds pop.
That's cow manure. So what we do, we dry the cow manure first to make a layer, and then we mix it up with cassava, with leftover turmeric, and we will make like a 1 layer. And then we put grass, we chop grass, we put shrimp shells, we put a lot of nitrogen, a lot of leaf. We want to make like a huge pile like this. It's gonna get like 150 Fahrenheit. And then in every layer that we put EMs, efficient microorganisms that we pick it up from the forest. The mycelium is the little lines that are in the forest. They are the reproductive part to the mushroom. When you see the mushroom, the flower, it's because of the mycelium. Mycelium goes inside to the wood and get all the cells, all the sugars on the tree, and they do the decomposition. When you see the flower is for spores, for dispersion. So we go to the forest, we pick it up the little leaf that has mycelium in it. We put it in the bucket. We put melaza, we put rice bran. We leave it there for 1 month in an aerobic way, and then we activate those with water. So every time that we put 1 layer of nitrogen on the piles, or green matter on the piles, we spray the mycelium. So we're bringing all the fungi, about 40,000 species of fungi from the forest in our piles. So that's going to accelerate the decomposition, and we want to recreate pretty much the microlife the forest has, recreated in our crops, in our ginger, and our turmeric, to keep a really good balance. Of course, we're bringing good things, and we're bringing bad things too, you know. So, but that's how the forests work. With good bacteria and bad bacteria, good fungi and bad fungi, that's how we work. And then we do the biodynamic that started in 1920 by Rudolf Steiner. Orange chin parakeet.